Do you struggle with making decisions for yourself? Second guessing yourself? Not being sure, not trusting your own judgment, going to other people instead of for advice instead of listening to yourself? Well, if you do that, you might feel actually quite badly about yourself. But I want to show you that I want to show you 5 different ways in which your narcissistic mother has contributed. You've taught this to not trust yourself. You've experienced this growing up, and so you've been trained to look away from your inner voice and look to her, which means that you can get astray from yourself and then find it really hard to trust yourself now. And the reason why I'm doing this is so that you don't blame yourself, criticize yourself, but in fact see it for what it is, how it developed, and thereby undoing some of the damage that she's caused you. So my name is Åse Wegerif, and I am a survivor myself of a narcissistic mother. So all of this is something I've experienced myself. I've come through quite far on my own journey, so now I've been helping others as a registered counselor. I do provide counseling all over the world, one-on-one, so you can email me and find my email address on my YouTube channel if you're interested in that. But let's get to the video now. So point number 1 is that she never really saw you, she never helped you develop a strong relationship with yourself. She wanted you to be in certain ways, and other things were not how she wanted, so you learned to mold yourself into a survivor personality, and thereby abandoning your true self. So that your true feelings then have become more distant from you, perhaps hidden, perhaps shut down. So that means that it's really hard then to connect with your true self now and really know what you want and what is right for you. So when you are not coming from your authentic self in you and you're making decisions, that means that you're making decisions from a survival point of view still, even if you're an adult. And that is why decisions don't necessarily become right for you, because you're not making them from your authentic self, you're making them from your survival self. So to heal that, you obviously need to develop more of a connection with what you truly feel, who you truly are, what is truly you, which is also a relational experience. And I've got a program starting in January. If you're interested in that, then do email me. Point number 2 is that you've gone through so much emotional abuse from when you were born. You've been criticized, you've been compared, you've been shamed and humiliated. You might have gone through all kind of abuse and neglect. And when you are this abused, you really feel worthless. You end up feeling worthless. You end up feeling like you don't matter. And so how can you even begin to trust yourself from that point of view? And point number 3 is that she as a narcissistic mother controls the family. There's a family trance. It's kind of like an agreement where people know what opinions they can have, what's right to say, what's wrong to say, how it's right to be, how it's wrong to be. So if you're the scapegoat, you carry all the blame, all the shame, all the badness upon you in the family, and all the family members then buy into the family trance that this is you are the problem. So you can see that when you're actually having to buy into a family trance which doesn't match up with what truly is going on, it's really hard to know and connect with what is really true for you. So point number 4 is that you've basically learned all your life to listen to her and not to you. So putting your own feelings, your own perceptions of things away and listening to her. And that sets you up on a path of going in this relationship pattern also outside of yourself. So like you end up feeling like other people have the answers. It's like a highway that's established of going automatically looking outside of yourself to someone else for answers. And the more answers you get from outside that doesn't match with the inside, the more confused you might get, and the further away from your true, what's true for you and the right choices for you can get. So this is something that you need to reverse, which is to really, but this is the reason why it's hard to trust yourself, because you have been used to trusting her and disqualifying your own experience. So point number 6 is that you've been invalidated, you've been dismissed, you've been told that you're wrong, you've been told that you don't matter, you've been told that you're impossible, you're making a big deal out of things. These are all ways of severing the relationship with yourself, making it really hard for you to be you and to trust yourself. So no wonder that you really struggle. So now that you can see how you actually ended up not being really able to trust yourself, I hope that you can see how this is not something that's wrong with you. This is a natural consequence of growing up with a narcissistic mother. And also that this points to what kind of processes that you need in order to change this around, which in therapy I do with people. And I also want to offer a program for that, for a small group starting in January. So if you're of connecting to your authentic self, stepping out of your survival personality, which will be going on for about 3 months. So if you're interested in that, send me an email. You can find my email on my YouTube channel. But also, if you don't want that, but you'd like a tool, then I would suggest the link underneath this video to a quiz about self-invalidation. Because when you have learned not to trust yourself, when you have learned to trust others over yourself, when you have been so dismissed and disqualified and invalidated, that produces what I see in therapy all the time. It produces an adult, and I know it from my own life. I know it from my own life. It produces a person who doesn't trust themselves, who is automatically in that track, even without being aware of it. So that quiz is a really good tool for you to actually become aware of things that you perhaps are blind to, that you're not aware of, that keep on perpetuating patterns of imbalance in your relationship. So that quiz can help you become more aware about yourself, about how you might be now dismissing yourself like you learned by her, and just by even being aware of it and recognizing it, that can actually be at least a step, create a shift in you to start undoing that and taking yourself seriously. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and send me an email if you want to know more about the program starting in January, small group program, and get the quiz if you want some more help from me, because that is created for you to help you. Okay, I hope to see you again. Subscribe as well. Please consider subscribing if you like this, so you get more of my videos. You get reminders of it. Okay, thank you, and I hope to see you again. Have a nice day.